let's do this. Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Another Fat Guy Cooks. I am your fat guy, Andy Baker, and today we're going to be doing toad in the hole with onion gravy. That's fucking easy.
Another lost day, another lost year, another chopped onion to cover up the tears, another dream dead, another loss on the books, another fat guy cooks.
Okay, so toad in the hole for you filthy Americans is Yorkshire pudding with sausages in it that is cooked in the oven, all rises. You don't know what Yorkshire puddings are, do you? Yorkshire pudding is a pudding that's from Yorkshire. Yorkshire is a place in the north of England, which is basically like Texas, where everybody in the same families just kind of fuck each other. Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know anything about fucking Yorkshire. York's nice. They have a nice cathedral. Or is that Lincoln? Maybe that's Lincoln. I don't know. I'm just gonna fucking make it, and then you can see what it is. And then if you're still confused, you're probably an idiot. I didn't mean that, you're alright. Okay. Scales. Bowl. Beer. Scales, bowl. Yeah, we're good. Okay, we need 150 grams of standard all-purpose flour. Yeah, it's about that. Oh, is this nearly empty? Fuck it, we're just finishing off. There we go. Right, you're dead. Get over there. Okay. Okay, and then we need 4 eggs. I have 5, which is good. 1. 4. Okay. And we need 175 milliliters of milk, whole milk. There's 200. There's 200. So 175 milliliters of whole milk, and we also need 25 milliliters of water to make it up to 200. That's about right. Okay, we need a couple of big pinches of salt. Bop, bop. And then we're going to whisk the flour and the eggs together. Probably take that off there. Little trick for when you're whisking: get your towel, wrap it around your bowl, sit them in there, and then you can do it with one hand. And then you've got your other hand for picking your nose, grabbing your penis, or more importantly, drinking your beer. So we're just going to incorporate all the flour. Try and get it all over the floor if you can. And then throw in a bit of milk, and water, give it a bit of a stir. You don't want to over mix this. It's a really loose, runny batter, so you just want to make sure there's no lumps. Probably bring you over here and have a look. Okay, so once you've got your batter made, what you want to do is put it in something, a container, whatever. I'm going to pop it back in here, and then you want to leave it in your fridge overnight. A lot of people will not tell you to do that, but it really adds a lot to the texture and the flavour of your Yorkshire puddings, makes them taste way better, and it's generally just the best way to do it. I am not going to do that today, so I want to get this done. But you should definitely do that, and I usually do that when I'm making this. I just wasn't clever enough to actually do it in advance and, you know, be smart about it. I'm also going to put my oven on high. That's it. And I'm going to pour this guy into here. Star of the show with Toad in the Hole is the sausages. Now you want to get the best sausages that you can get, and I did that. Hi guys, I completely messed this part up when I was actually doing the video, so I'm just going to do it now to fill in the gap. The sausages were donated to me by a lovely chap called Alex, who's engaged to a good friend of mine, Amy. There were pork and apple, pork and leek, and pork and black pepper, which was especially good. He runs Aldercar Farm, which is near Ashbourne. If you want to buy some of his delicious dead animals that he's turned into delicious meaty, tasty, nommy things, then the recipe is down in the description, and we'll go back to the video. So we're going to use these in our Toad in the Hole, and it's going to be amazing. Right, so sausages. What we're going to do is we're going to get some oil. Just got some corn oil here. We're going to stick it in a pan. You want quite a bit in here. The sausages are going to give off oil as well, but you need quite a bit of oil for when you put the Yorkshire pudding mixture in the batter in a bit, as you will see. Okay, so let's do 3 of the pork and apple. Let's do 3 of the leek. Let's do 3 of the black pepper. Perfect. Okay, and we're just going to give these a little stab. The reason we're doing this is because we want the sausage fat to come out of them and mix in with the other fat, because that's the fat that's going to help cook our Yorkshire puddings. Okay, and they're going to go in a rip-roaring oven for about 10, 15, 20 minutes until they start to brown, basically. We don't want to cook them fully, because then they've got to go back in for another 10, 15 minutes for the Yorkshire pudding, and that'll finish cooking them. So you don't want to overcook them now, because then you'll just burn them when you're doing the Yorkshire pudding stage. So, onion gravy. I don't know if that's a thing most people have had, but it's one of my favourite types of gravy. Fucking love it. So, first thing we're going to do is chop up a load of onions. Okay, so, big thing of onions, as you can see. Big knob of butter. I don't know how much. I'm going to throw that on. Where's my fucking... Come on. Where's my lighter thing? I've quit fucking smoking. I've got no lighters. Oh, go one. Does it work? Maybe. Yeah. Okay. So at this point, we're just going to caramelise our onions with our butter. Looks like that. For about 20 minutes, half an hour, until everything is all nice and brown and jammy and beautiful. So we're obviously going to keep an eye on our sausages. Make sure we don't overcook those, so I'll probably take those out in about 10 minutes. We're going to cook these down until they're all caramelised. It's going to take a while, so I'm going to skip forward to that. But I will be back shortly when we are ready to assemble our Toad in the Hole. Or Toad in the Mishka. I think we called it Toad in the Mishka because Mishka is either a toad or he just likes things being put inside him. I'm not really sure which. It's probably both. Cheers to Mishka for being a good sport and retweeting all my shit all the time and writing my intro music and generally just being quite a cool guy, I suppose. Although it fucking pains me massively to say nice things about him because he's also a complete twat. But very, very nice, generous guy as well. So thank you very much, Mishka, for helping. I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for Mishka. He's the one who kind of beat me into doing it. So if you hate this show, feel free to take it out on Mishka. Oh yeah, we need to add just a little. I'm just going to throw a little bit of brown sugar. Only like maybe a teaspoon and a half of brown sugar in with your onions, because it makes them look a bit darker, makes everything a bit darker, adds a bit of sweetness to your gravy, and also helps with the caramelization as well by actually being sugar and caramel, so it just helps move everything on a bit quicker. Right, so I'm going to cut now to this being done, sausages being out, and everything ready to be poured together and to go, and I'll explain to you the joys of Yorkshire pudding. And I might even tidy it up too. I'll see you in a minute. Right, so sausages are done. So we have our sausages. We're just going to spread them out a little bit so that they're not touching each other, because it's only gay if sausages touch. Right. And then we're going to take our batter and we're going to pour it in like so. And then we are going to re-separate our sausages because they have created some kind of sausage dam in places. Okay, like so. And then that is going back into the hottest oven that you can get it in. Boom. That's going to take about another 15 minutes. As you can see, our onions are now all nice and sticky and jammy. So we're just going to add a little bit of flour, maybe like a tablespoon of flour. About that much. And this is effectively making like a light roux, which is going to thicken up our gravy. So we're just going to mix that in until the uncooked flour smell goes away. Takes about a minute. Okay, and then we're going to dump in there. I've got some pre-made. I've had to defrost it, so it looks a bit grim at the moment, but it's basically just beef stock and a bit of lamb stock. So we're going to dump that in. I think it probably needs just a little bit more water than that. About that. And then we're going to bring that back up to a simmer. Give a nice big pinch of salt. Good amount of black pepper. What else? I don't want to go too crazy with the garlic flavour, but I just want like a little garlicky in there, so I'm just going to do some garlic paste. And let's throw a bay leaf in there as well. Why the fuck not? I'm pretty sure bay leaves are like a con and they don't actually do anything. But we'll try it anyway. When have you ever heard anyone say like, oh my god, I can totally taste the bay leaf in this. Bay leaf. Okay. And we're just going to bring that gravy now up to a light simmer. And then we're going to reduce it down until it's the right consistency. So we're not going to open this for 10 minutes because you can lose all the puff out of your Yorkshire pudding. So 10 minutes of this simmering and that cooking, and I will be right back. Alright fuckers, I've just looked in the oven. You know when you do a job too good? So the whole thing with Yorkshire puddings is what you want is for them to rise, because there's no actual leavening agent in them. It's just the steam from them cooking that helps them to rise. And it's quite easy to fuck up. You can end up with flat, stodgy Yorkshire puddings. Getting the recipe right, not the easiest thing in the world. Let's have a look at what we've got. Holy fucking shit. Well, oh no, I lost the crunchy bit. I don't think anybody can say that that didn't rise. Right, let's taste that gravy, which is pretty much done. Let's get a light on here and let's go and have a look. Look at that. And as you can see, the gravy is thickened up beautifully. So happy about this. Look at that bad boy. Just FYI, I went out and bought some new nicer plates for plating things up with the money that's been sent to me by a few very generous people who watch this, so thank you very much. Just in case I've not been bleating on about it enough, every 2 weeks I'm going to be doing an extra video, which is just going to be for people who donate to my PayPal or people who've sent me some cool shit or whatever. Triple XL on the t-shirts, please. Unless they're American, then double XL. Anything that gets donated is going to go back into the channel. I'm going to use it to make better content, try and keep you guys as happy as possible. Okay, let's plate this fucker up. No idea how I'm going to do this. Knife. Let's see. Pop. Boom. The sausages are cooked perfectly. I mean, this has come out really fucking good. I know it's tried to escape the pan a little bit, but I ain't complaining about that. Right. Let's get our ladle. And there we go. How good does that look? Looks good. Alright, let's try it. I'm gonna have to do this down here because it's just gonna go fucking everywhere otherwise. Get some gravy, some of the Yorkshire pud, some of that sausage. And the sausages are beautiful. Absolutely fucking beautiful. I think that's the black pepper one. Yeah, that black pepper really fucking comes through. Let's just try a bit of the that's definitely apple. And oh yeah, leek's beautiful. There you go. Toad in the hole with onion gravy. You can also do some veg with this and stuff like that, but you guys know how to fucking cook some veg, so I'm not going to dick around with that. As you can see, Yorkshire pudding is all fluffy and crunchy and beautiful. Great for mopping up your gravy. This has come out really well. Cheers. Alright guys, another Fat Guy's just cooked. That was Toad in the Hole. Thanks to Mishka for the suggestion, I think. Thanks to Amy and Alex for the sausages. Aldercar Farm near Ashbourne, go check him out. Don't know if he sends stuff abroad or not, you'll have to ask him. But yeah, that's it. End of the episode, we made it. I think this is 25, 24, fucking hell. Quarter of the way to a fucking 100. Thanks for staying with me, guys. I appreciate it. I'll see you soon.